Hey, Chris, man. Wonderful, wonderful class. You have got so many things going on there with the styles. I'm completely enjoying working with you. Um, just keep it going. Keep it going. What I want you to do is record yourself playing rhythms. Play the rhythms for like 3 to 5 minutes. All right, this is going to help you. If you could play it for 7 to 10 minutes to make those hands really work. You got to work those hands. The style that I think it will kill your muscles, all right, but it's going to make those muscles strong is the hammer-on style. When you play that, I'm just using my thumb, but you can just kind of just pick at the strings. But the main thing is just to get a hammer on those strings using your three fingers, your middle, your ring, and your pinky, and just really hold the index finger down. Right, apply a good pressure on there. Make sure you're clamping down with your thumb on the back of the neck of the guitar, and get a nice clear sound. Um, the thing about this type of playing is you want to use this kind of playing to provide a rhythm, but it can also be to kind of accentuate the rhythm, make it stand out a little bit. Like I said, Jimi Hendrix used to use this kind of style when he played on the Chitlin circuit. There are early recordings of Jimmy playing this type of a style while he'd be playing solos, and he might have been taking a breather from his main playing. He would go. He would kind of do those kinds of things just to kind of work the listener into the groove. And when he got them to a certain point, he would regroup and go back into his solos. So that's it's think of it as kind of layering something more, like layering more spice to a rhythm that's already occurring, but you're really adding something to it to really kind of, but you're working your hands. All right. So make a background track that lasts. If you can do like 7 minutes, man, that would be great. No stopping, no stopping. Just you playing the heck out of those rhythms, um, and play some solos over it. Use that as your practice track. Um, I like the way you were using those three notes that I was kind of picking off at random. The 1-4-5 method, excellent. That's a good blues method. That's a good way of practicing. Excellent. You can't go wrong there. Um, Gypsy jazz, fantastic. I like what you were doing there. Great. Flamenco. Remember, flamenco was awesome too because you got the understanding of that. You already knew it, but sometimes that's kind of a hard style to, because you have to have that down up 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 down up up, that thing going, you know, accurately. Just when you're doing that, remember the down strum is the count, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I were just sitting on the side, just like as a measure myself, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, it's quick. That's what that is. All right. What else? So that was awesome. Reggae. That was I like what you were doing there. Great. Um, Autumn Leaves. Excellent. I think what we can do a lot of different things there with the gypsy jazz, with the soloing and stuff like that. I like that you went into that E pentatonic. That really made a difference, and it was a lot better this time in what you were playing. So I don't really see anything that's like, oh, you got to work on that. Everything is great. I'm just going to go into the Stevie Wonder song. I did that a couple of different ways, but I think this way is going to be a lot easier for you. E minor seventh, right? And then I'm going to go into the B major. You can do the B major, like you can do that, but I wouldn't hit the B as a root, okay? What I would do is you can hit, okay, so you're hitting an F sharp, the F sharp as a root, and then go back to the E minor, the full E minor, and then an A dominant 7. And then you're going to do a D 7th or D dominant 7th. Go into a G major 7th. Boom. And then you're going to do a C major 7th. Now that's going to be the first phrase or the first verse, part of the first verse to this song. There's a lot of things going on. If you play around with the first 4 chords, you're going to come up with some kind of like a Afro-Cuban type of a chord progression. All right, so, right, I'm going to play this. I'm not going to go up to the B because you can play the B here, but I'm going to use, actually you can use the E as a root. You can use that as when you're like playing the B major, you can add an E as your root. You can add that E there. All right, so it'll be like, right, and then you're gonna do a E minor, full E minor, and then you're gonna go into the All right, let me do that again. Right? Now, the melody of that song, if you're feeling daring and you just want to get an idea of what that song is, you can hear a recording, of course. You can Google that or YouTube it. But for this key, this is going to be in a different key because I want to keep things in the key of G, so you can do your solos in G or E pentatonic. It's a fun song. So the melody is something like this, just a little part of it. That's it. All right, so that's a little part of the first verse, just a little part of it. So practice that, and just the chord progression. If you could see what I just did with that melody, try that too. I think you can do something there. All right, so it's in the key of G or E pentatonic. All right, thank you very much. Keep up the fine work, man. And if you have any problems or anything like that, just leave a comment or drop me an email. All right, great work, man. Have a good one. See you next week. God bless.